We're in trouble. We need better race cars. End of story. When Richard Childress keyed the radio after Kyle Busch finished 11th at Dover, there was no spin and no excuses. He didn't point fingers at strategy or luck. He went straight to the heart of the issue. The cars simply aren't fast enough. For an organization with 2 Cup Series titles, that kind of blunt admission isn't background noise. It's a flashing warning light. So what was he really saying? Here's the bigger picture. Dover wasn't just another race on the calendar. It was a harsh reality check. The first 8 cars across the line all came from 2 dominant teams, Hendrick Motorsports and Joe Gibbs Racing. Those organizations owned the race from start to finish, controlling every lap and every corner. When the checkered flag fell, they were celebrating up front, while teams like RCR were left watching from a distance. Kyle Busch, once one of the most feared drivers in NASCAR, battled all day but could do no better than 11th. On paper, that might seem respectable, until you realize every driver ahead of him had superior equipment, more speed, and deeper technical resources. And to make matters worse, Ryan Blaney sliced through the field from the back to finish 9th, only to hit the same hard ceiling created by Hendrick and Gibbs at the front. That's why Childress's comment wasn't an emotional slip or a mic mistake. It was a deliberate wake-up call. This situation didn't develop overnight. Since joining RCR, Busch, a 2-time Cup champion, hasn't won a single race. For someone who once treated victory lane like home, that's more than frustrating. It's a red flag. Droughts like that usually point to problems under the hood. Busch hasn't lost his edge. He's still 15th in the standings and within reach of the playoffs. But he doesn't resemble the ruthless competitor he was in the number 18 car. That isn't a driver issue, it's an equipment problem. And Childress essentially admitted as much over the team radio. From here, things only get more complicated. RCR exercised Busch's contract option for next season, but beyond that, he's free to explore his options. If the team can't turn things around quickly and show real progress, other organizations will take notice. This goes beyond points and finishes. It's about confidence and trust, and RCR is running dangerously low on both. To their credit, RCR has tried to make changes. They reshuffled personnel, hired new engineers, and brought in leadership from Stewart-Haas Racing. Austin Dillon, driver of the No. 3 car, and Childress's grandson, even landed Chase Briscoe's former crew chief. None of it has paid off. Dillon remains mired in poor results, finishing 29th, 32nd, and now 28th in recent seasons. That's not a rough patch, it's a steady decline. Outside of Richmond, he hasn't been close to winning, and even there, he couldn't close the deal. The problems don't stop at the chassis. ECR Engines, the engine program tied to RCR, is also facing serious scrutiny. They don't just build motors for RCR, they supply teams like Trackhouse and Cowlick as well. When ECR falls behind, it drags multiple organizations with it. AJ Allmendinger has already suffered 2 engine failures this season and didn't stay quiet about it. Others at Trackhouse have privately voiced similar concern. The issue isn't aerodynamics, tire management, or pit strategy. It's raw speed, horsepower, the kind of performance you either possess or you don't. So when Childress said, "We're in trouble," he wasn't reacting to one bad race. He was acknowledging a deeper structural problem. While the elite teams continue to evolve and improve, RCR is slipping backward. And with just 5 races remaining before the playoffs, time is running out fast. That brings us to the numbers. 21 races are in the books, with only 5 left in the regular season. The playoff field is nearly locked in. 12 drivers have already secured their spots with victories, leaving just 4 openings. Kyle Busch isn't in one of them, at least not yet. He currently sits 39 points below the cut line. Every lap, every pass, and every decision over the next 5 races could determine whether his season continues or ends early. It's a stunning position for a 2-time champion fighting just to stay alive, and the competition around him is unforgiving. Bubba Wallace holds a slim 16-point cushion above the cut line. One mistake or an unexpected winner could knock him out. Right behind him is Ryan Preece, quietly stacking consistent top 20 finishes and applying pressure. Then there's Busch, who has gained more than 30 points in recent weeks. That surge matters. But without continued momentum and without someone below the line stealing a win, it still may not be enough. Lurking even further back is Ty Gibbs. He's 52 points out, still searching for his first Cup win, but his recent form is improving fast. 7 straight top 14 finishes and 3 top 5s have given him real confidence. While RCR hunts for speed, Busch is running out of runway. He's trapped in a survival fight where both performance and luck will decide who advances. What makes it sting even more is that this situation was avoidable. One truly competitive, race-winning car this season would have changed everything. But RCR didn't deliver, and Childress knows it. That's why his radio message carried so much weight. It wasn't about criticizing his driver, it was about shaking his organization awake. This wasn't simple frustration. It was a warning aimed at engineers, crew chiefs, partners, sponsors, and possibly Busch himself. The future remains uncertain. After 2026, Busch can go wherever opportunity calls. With major changes coming to the sport, new regulations, new teams, and shifting ownership, he'll have legitimate choices, including organizations with better speed and stronger resources. If RCR can't overhaul its engine program, close the gap to Hendrick and Gibbs, and reverse its downward trend, the consequences will be severe. They won't just lose races, they could lose Kyle Busch and potentially more. All the pieces are in place. Dillon's performance continues to slide. ECR Engines is under growing pressure from partner teams. The playoff window is shrinking, and the countdown on Busch's contract is growing louder with every race. So what happens next? Does Childress commit to sweeping changes? Can ECR find the power they're missing in time? Can Busch drag this car into the playoffs? Or will he be watching from the sidelines? One thing is certain, RCR has reached a turning point, and Richard Childress has said it publicly for everyone to hear. We're in trouble. Now it's up to you. What do you think happens next? Does Kyle Busch claw his way into the playoffs? Or has RCR already fallen too far behind? And if nothing changes, should Busch move on after 2026? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss what comes next.